Welcome to the 2023 SEUS-CP Conference, the Edge of Opportunity podcast from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The Southeastern United States Canadian Provinces, or SEUS-CP Alliance, was established in 2007 to formally advance a common interest in enhancing economic ties between the two regions. The Alliance is a strategic trade and investment-focused partnership between 6 southeastern U.S. states and 6 Canadian provinces. This year's conference is focused on opportunities in the blue and green economies.
Hey, Clarke, welcome to Gale Force Winds. An absolute pleasure to meet you. Clarke, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, pleasure to meet you as well. Well, I'm Clarke Thompson. I'm with the South Carolina Department of Commerce. We're one of the early signatories to the SEUS-CP agreement. I was in Montreal back in 2007, I think it was, when we signed that. I spent about 20 years in international trade promotion. So trade is my background, essentially. As a side item, I also did protocol work. So I did the international relations side of things. And eventually that got pulled apart. So now I only do protocol and international relations. But I'm no stranger to the SEUS-CP event. I'm the coordinator in South Carolina, as I do for the SEUS Japan event. But I've been to Newfoundland several times. I think this may be my 4th, going back to when Newfoundland hosted early on. So for South Carolina, this is an important event, and it's unique in the B2B aspect. It's a great place for companies not only to meet potential buyers or partners, but when I talk to companies that are going, I want to make sure they understand that this is also, you're there to be sold to. So it's a two-way street. So if they get in a meeting where they feel like it's not something that they could sell to, it may be the company selling to them, but be patient, listen, and see what they have to say.
Clarke, what's South Carolina bringing to the table this time around? Well,
we'll be up there with our Secretary of Commerce. He'll be our head of delegation, Harry Lightsey. And I'm hoping that he's been to one SEUS-CP event last year, and I'm hoping that he'll be able to experience how it is on Canadian soil this time. So hopefully we'll bring back some good connections for him, some good business cards and relationships going forward.
Now, South Carolina, you'd have a lot going on there. What are some of the big sectors and industries you hope to highlight at this SEUS-CP?
Well, if you look at our industry sectors, automotive is the big one. It's really key to South Carolina's economy. Going back to the 90s when BMW first sited their largest plant in the world in South Carolina, and everything kind of blew up from there. We're the largest exporter of automobiles. We're the largest exporter of tires in the United States. Certainly there's a symbiotic relationship with Canada, especially in the automotive business. Looking at the export figures for each country in South Carolina. South Carolina, I believe it's over $3 billion of exports to Canada, and we import it's over $3 billion from Canada. So it's a pretty even trade, and a lot of that is automotive parts, and those parts are going into some of these OEM automotive manufacturers that are based in South Carolina. And it's kind of funny because I have a rail line that runs through the entire state of South Carolina, about 1.5 miles from where I live, and every day I see it going by with BMWs and Canadian lumber.
We're great partners, the United States and Canada. I'm certainly looking forward to this conference. Clarke, we can't wait to see you in St. John's, Newfoundland. Thanks for being on the show.
Great. Glad to do it, and look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you for tuning in to the 2023 SEUS-CP Conference, the Edge of Opportunity podcast from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The 2024 conference is taking place in Biloxi, Mississippi, and we look forward to seeing you there.